I'm Dave Head. You may not recognize me with my mask on, but here, is that better? Probably hear me better too. As you know from my other videos, I've watched every HGTV show and all the shows, and I was going up and down, flipping through all the channels, and I saw this one that says Dr. Pimple Popper, and I thought, that must be a cartoon. But no. Oh my gosh. You know, a lot of the bars and restaurants are open now, and we're happy in Florida. And I found out why. Margarita delivery is now an essential service. So this is what we get for living in paradise. Isn't it a great world that we live in? You know, I was born in Kentucky, Owensboro, Kentucky, matter of fact, and my dad was born there. My mother was born in London, England. But back to Kentucky, you know, they postponed the Kentucky Derby. Can you imagine that? The Kentucky Derby they postponed. But they did have there the Kentucky Turtle Derby. And yeah, you heard me right, the Kentucky Turtle Derby. So I'm placing my bet on What a Turtleneck. That's the turtle I'm placing my bet on, so I suggest you do the same. Take a look.
Welcome to the 2020 Old Forester Kentucky Turtle Derby, the first of its kind since 1945. Brought to you by Old Forester, the perfect bourbon for a slow day at the races. Let's meet our racers, one of the most impressive fields in half-shelled history. In the first post, we have Seattle Slow from Lexington, Kentucky. Winner of the Tortoise Cup, Seattle is an electric 3-year-old known in racing circles for being slow out of the gate and slow down the stretch. In post 2, it's Green Mamba, known for his tireless work rate and will to win. Expect him to set the pace in today's race. In 3, it's Sir Hides-a-Bunch. An expert at social distancing, Sir Hides-a-Bunch will need to come out of his shell to make this a race. In 4, from Pensacola, Florida, we have Galapagos, one of the most experienced turtles in the field. When Galapagos goes, he goes from 0 to just above 0 in no time flat. And here comes the long shot, What the Turtleneck. At 86-1 odds, can the underdog pull off a shell shocker? Posting up in 6, it's Rocket to Nowhere. This turtle, of course, was a last-minute replacement for the scratched Terrapin Station. With Terrapin left in the station, let's learn a little bit more about Rocket to Nowhere. From our scouting report, this turtle has a tendency to get turned around, and his eyesight is questionable, so a win today would surprise many in turtle racing circles. In 7, it's Steve. Steve was living in a home aquarium prior to this season, but he burst onto the scene this spring and looks a decent bet to be a contender. Finally, on the outside, last but not least, it's American Tortuga. Trained by trainer Jim Lake, American Tortuga is untested at this length, but if we know anything about this turtle, it's that he's a competitor. And that is the field. And looks like the turtles are now coming out to post. Sir Hides-a-Bunch already hiding at the start. Seattle slow getting into the gate. But What the Turtleneck is looking frisky as he heads for his post. And there's Steve striding confidently into 7.
Galapagos finds an outro. And now, What the Turtleneck in second, making a break. He's on the inside, outside, no, overside, shell-shining Seattle Slow. It's What the Turtleneck, Galapagos, and Steve. Is that Steve? It is! Steve in third. But it's What the Turtleneck who seemed to have brought the whole wardrobe today. Galapagos, Steve, Seattle Slow, and American Tortuga trying to keep pace. And now, Rocket to Nowhere sending American Tortuga crawling for shelter. But it's still the long shot, What the Turtleneck. He's defying all the odds. And they're into the stretch. And Galapagos is making a go of it. What the Turtleneck is breathing down victory's neck. But Galapagos is making his charge. Steve and Seattle Slow, slowly starting to fade. It's No! Galapagos turning just before the finish line. And that is a shell breaker. Looks like it's going to be What the Turtleneck in a walk. But wait! Galapagos is going again! And now it's What the Turtleneck and Galapagos. What the Turtleneck and Galapagos. And it's What the Turtleneck by a turtleneck. History, 75 years in the making, has been made. What the Turtleneck is the first winner of the Kentucky Turtle Derby since 1945. Wow! In second, it's Galapagos. Out of nowhere, Rocket to Nowhere finds his way to third. But it's What the Turtleneck who deserves all the roses today.
Here we have the dandy.
This is the Pronto, one of the most comfortable chairs, task chair that I've ever sat in my life.
Here's the nifty.
This is the Pronto Petite for small people or short adults. And it's also one of the most comfortable task chairs on the market.
This is the Rika.
This is the KFI Express Yourself. And they got rid of most of their reps, including us. So I'm going to express myself. Dave Head. We're building a boat dock here, and we're going to show you every video more and more about until we get it done. So Ben and I will keep you posted. Just remember one thing, be a Clydesdale in a herd of donkeys. I'm Dave Head.
I'm Ben Head.
This is our world.